Hello everyone, welcome in my channel ASP.NET Core, and this is the next video tutorial of shopping cart project. In this project, first of all, add a NuGet package in your web application project, that is latest entity framework core that .tools package, and also you have to add some other packages in your service folder or service project also. So that project package is required to add some like connection string and all, and also used for migration purpose. So that thing is needed. Okay, after that you have to add a connection string in your app settings.json file. So the name of the connection string is default connection, and you have to add that connection string for the shopping cart projects. So this is a single connection string you have to define in your app settings.json file. That is the connection in which we have some parameters in the connection string, that is the data source, and you have to define the server name. Okay, that is the local and local DB, MS SQL local DB. That is the name of the server, or you can say the data source name. Okay, and the second thing is to add in the connection string, that is the data source, or you can say database, sorry, instead of data source, database, that is the shopping cart. And the next thing is that is trusted connection on the basis of the Windows security, that is true. And the final thing is multiple active result sets. Okay, so there is the 4 parameter in your connection string. First of all, I would like to say something about data source. In data source, you have to define server name also, that is the server name where your database exists, and the database name where your table exists. And trusted connection, I mean to say that your Microsoft provide security, inbuilt security, so trusted connection is true. And the final thing is multiple active result sets. I mean to say that you have to perform multiple operations of SQLs, so that is the multiple active result set, that is true. Okay, so this is the connection string in your app settings.json file. So you know very well about the connection string, because lots of time I will use I was used this connection string in other demos. So that connection string will add into the configure service method. So services.add db context, and the db context name is application db context, you know very well. And if you want to add that connection string with the db context, then you can use options. Okay, so here you can use options, and before using options, must to add SQL Server package name. So SQL Server, that is Microsoft.entityframeworkcore.SQL Server, just to add it. I agree. And after all, you have to use options.use SQL Server, and in which you can get all the connection string by using configuration.get connection string. Okay, so options.use SQL Server, and the SQL Server is used configuration dot get connection string, and the get connection string is directly related to the connection string, the name of the connection string, that is the default connection. Okay, here we have in the solution, here we have 3 projects, that is the data access layer, that is data related to the data. Service layer is related to the repositories and the data context, and the third layer is the web, where your connections exist. So also, first of all, select service project as a options. So use b.migration assembly shopping cart services. Okay, in your startup.cs file and add migrations. Oops, add migration in it, because your target project shopping cart.web does not match your migration assembly, because in the startup.cs file we have b.migration assembly. You have to check startup.cs file code where your shopping cart.service is the first project to hold all these assemblies related to the migrations. So that migration is created under the service project there is. Okay, so that's fine. After doing this, you have to add another command to create database, that is update database, and that warning is there, Microsoft Entity Framework code.model.validations, because in later session I will cover all these validations, like model.isValid method, try catch exceptions, exception handlings, and the validations, and all these validations applied just after project running. Okay, in later video session I will cover all these validations. So that's fine. And in the server name, that is localDB SQL server, and where your 3 tables exist and the one for the migrations. The table name is products, service, product categories, and product categories. So test connection, is it okay? So there is categories, product category, and the final is products. So here we have a simple decimal price detail in the form of the decimal 22, that 182 is the default format of the price you have to see in on your screen. So this is your price details and your database table details. So after that you have to add the new thing into your project, that is into your web projects, you can say. And yeah, everything is okay. Now the next thing is to add controller for the products. And before adding the new controller, first I'm going to show the categories controller by running this project. So I think this is the 6th video tutorial of shopping cart, but that video is to show the first output of the project. So the name of the categories, I will later put some categories in the project. Okay, so these are the controller in the web project. So add a new controller, that is empty controller, and the controller is name for the product. And I want add some categories, or you can say add product with the categories. So wait for some times and I will cover and edit entries and add some products detail in the product by using their categories. So what's up guys, this is the project for your queries, to solve all these queries, because that project will cover all such things related to the ASP.NET Core. So thank you very much for watching this video. And that thing in the products controller is related to the dependency injections, which is used to get all the details related to the products and the categories. So mapper is used, and the iProduct injection, that is the uh, interface is used to get all these details. Thank you very much for watching.